Credit cards are known to rip people off all the time. Credit card companies made very close to $200 billion from everyday people just like you and me in 2016, and that was 6 years ago. Imagine just how much credit card companies make in 2021. Now, there are ways to flip this around to your advantage so you make money from credit cards, and if you have this knowledge, you'll move from the average person who just uses credit cards to spend and pay interest and make the banks and credit card companies richer. And you can now use this information to actually make money from the credit cards that you already have or any new credit cards that you will be getting. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 simple, very easy ways that you can flip the script and make money from credit cards. So if you are interested in learning how to make money from credit cards, stick around to the very end of this video. If you're new to the channel and you're watching one of my videos for the very first time, my name is Ian, and I post videos here on YouTube every single day on topics relating to making money and personal finance. So if you'd like to see more of these videos, give this video a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it, and it helps the channel out a ton. And also consider subscribing to this channel and turning on all the notifications, and that way you'll be able to get the updates every single day when I post a new video here. Now, the first way to make money from a credit card is from cashback, but I won't be talking about that here today because everybody already knows that you can get cash back from your credit cards and you can get bonuses, and if you pay your statement balance in full, you'll pay no interest. So although that's one way to make money from credit cards, that's not what the aim of this video is about. That way works, but you'll never really make a lot of money from cashback unless you spend a lot. So the first way to make some good money from your credit cards is by using leverage, and this is when you take money from a credit card, which is going to be borrowed money, and then you invest that money in the stock market, for example. Now, this is risky, but this can make you a lot of money. So an example here would be an ETF like the Vanguard S&P 500, which yields about 10% each year, or maybe you have a stock that you're watching and you expect it to go up in value, like Tesla, for example, and you want to invest a lot so you can make some good returns. You could move money from your credit card to your investments, and then your investments would yield you those returns, and then you would be able to pay off the credit card and keep the profits. To pull this off without paying too much in fees, you have to do manufactured spending, and this is when you use your credit card to purchase gift cards or something else that you can use to get cash immediately, and this way you can move money from your credit card to your bank account without paying a balance transfer fee. Now, you want to do it this way because if you simply try to invest using funds from your credit card, you may not be able to do it, or you will be charged a balance transfer fee and possibly even other fees depending on what credit card and bank you use. Now, the second issue here is the due date. If you want to take $10,000, for example, from your credit card to invest it for a couple months or even for a full year, you would have to pay interest every single month. So to get around this, you'll use a balance transfer card, or you can apply for a credit card that allows you to make purchases and pay no interest for 12, 14, and even up to 18 months. So you could potentially go 1.5 years without having to pay any interest on the money you took from the credit card. So let's look at a quick example of how this could work out for you. Let's say you apply for a new credit card and the card allows you to make purchases and pay nothing for 14 months like a Discover Cashback credit card. If you then take $10,000, for example, from that credit card and you use it to purchase fractional shares in NEO or NIO, which is a hot stock right now, then based on the price of this stock, which was at around $3.50 in January last year of 2020, compared to its high of around $63 today in January 2021 at the time of making this video, this means that you would have gained a return of over 1,500% on your investment. Your initial investment of $10,000 would now be worth over $150,000. So in a year, just from using a credit card as leverage, you could have made over $50,000 or over $150,000, and you could now pay off the balance of $10,000 on that card, which would be interest-free. And if you like, you can also transfer that balance to a new card and repeat the process again with another $10,000 or even more money. Now, this may not always happen, and this is just a real-life example of what happened with NEO or the NEO stock. And yes, this is very risky, but this is one way that you can use your credit cards to make a lot of money. If you choose an ETF, the returns would be less, but it would be safer, and you'll still profit from that investment over a year. Now, even though I'm talking about the stock market, you can use money from credit cards to invest in other things as long as you think or you know that the return will be worth it. So maybe you want to learn about some business that you plan to start, or maybe you already have a business and it's making you money and you want to scale it. You can use money from your credit cards and take advantage of the no payments and the no interest periods, and that way you get to borrow money for free and you can invest that money and use that money to make you even more money. Now let's move on to the second way of making money from credit cards, and this one is going to be of much lower risk because the chance of you losing your money here is next to none. However, as things are, or as things stand right now, this may not work out really well until interest rates go back up, which could take a year or two, but here's how this works. You get a credit card, and again, you do manufactured spending in whatever way you can. Maybe you can load a gift card, or maybe you can put money in your Amazon wallet and then use that money to purchase gift cards, or maybe your credit card allows it, you could write yourself a personal check. Now remember, this works only if you have the period where you at least pay no interest for 12 to 18 months. You then get the cash, and instead of putting this money in the stock market or other risky investments, you could put this money in a CD, a certificate of deposit, or you could put this into a government-backed bond for a year. This way you can know upfront how much you will earn from this money. So if the CD is going to yield you 8% in a year, then you'll know that in 12 months, regardless of what happens to the stock market and what happens to interest rates, that CD will be paying you 8% or whatever the return is. It could be lower or it could be higher. You then, at the end of the term, you take this money from the CD or bond and you put that money back on the credit card, or you pay the balance off on the credit card, so you avoid the interest and the profits are yours to keep. You can also transfer the balance to another credit card that allows you to go another 12 to 18 months, and this way you could potentially keep this money in a bond or in a CD for about 3 years interest-free from credit cards, and you'll get paid for having that money there. Think about it. This is what the banks do. They use your money to lend to other people, and then they make money from your money. So here you take the bank's money and you give it to another bank or the government in the case of a bond, and you let them pay you interest. It's the perfect payback. The amount you earn here may not be as much as the first method, but you're taking little to no risk. So that's what you get for not taking any risk. Now, finally, the last method of making money from a credit card is actually the first one I mentioned, and I'm talking about manufactured spending and credit card rewards and bonuses again. But if you don't know what credit card manufactured spending is and you want to learn more, then I'll leave a link to my video here about manufactured spending. So again, you would take the sign-up bonus from your credit card and the rewards in cash, and also do manufactured spending so you can get more cash back on the credit card without actually purchasing anything. So for example, you could use your credit card to load your Amazon wallet, which is free, and then you could use that money to purchase gift cards on Amazon and then sell those gift cards on eBay and then send the money to your credit card. And that way you make purchases and you get cash back, but you don't really purchase anything. There are actually a lot of methods to do manufactured spending, and if you find them, you can use them to increase your cashback rewards. You then take the cashback rewards every year, and instead of spending them, you can invest them in either stocks, CDs, bonds, your own business, education, or anything that you know will yield you a positive return. If you use any or all of these methods, you'll be able to flip the script, and instead of being the consumer where you pay the bank and credit card companies interest, you can then move on to using their money to invest in other things that will make you money and then keeping the profits. So that's how you make money from credit cards, or at least 3 simple ways that you can use credit cards to make you more money. Comment below and let me know what you think about these methods of making money from credit cards, and also if you've ever done any of these before to make money. If you want to learn more about credit cards, be sure to watch my playlist here, and I have over 50 videos on credit cards in that playlist. As always, thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you out. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up as it helps the channel out a lot. I'll really appreciate it. Subscribe and hit the notification icon so you get the updates every day when I post a new video here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.